So I'm driving in my car and I randomly start thinking about Daniel Cormier versus Brock Lesnar. And I start thinking about the general opinion on that fight. And I wanted to just go on here, brainstorm, and just to remind everybody that Brock Lesnar versus Cormier is not an opportunity for Brock Lesnar. This is an opportunity for Daniel Cormier. Now, I do understand the people who say that Stipe deserves an immediate rematch over Cormier. I get that. But Cormier's got 2 fights left, right? All that Cormier has done for the UFC, years after years after years, doing it clean in the time where everybody's juicing up. It's only right that DC's last 2 fights are paydays for him. Don't look at it as Lesnar doesn't deserve it. No, look at it as Cormier deserves it. Cormier deserves that payday. Now, see, people get things mixed up in mixed martial arts in the UFC. This isn't the WWE where there's the true number 1 contender and then the rematch clause. Like, this is all about making a living. Now, are there guys that like to fight and they're more athletes, sports? Like, are they more football players, basketball players, more competitive than others? Sure. There are guys like Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz, before Conor, he just loved to fucking fight, right? But at the end of the day, it is a business. And for anybody to look at DC's situation, now let's be clear. DC's 2 biggest paydays would be from Brock Lesnar and John Jones. Those are his two biggest paydays. Stipe's not a payday. Latifi is not a payday. So, who in their right mind would look at DC and say, no, I want you to fight Stipe, or I want you to fight Latifi, or I want you to fight, taking money out that man's pocket. The dude's, was he 40? 40, what? Like, what? He's past the time where you're making realistic fights. Like, he's past that. Let him make his money. And let's be honest, DC smokes Lesnar. So what? And if you don't think Lesnar deserves it, what? Then watch him lose. Fuck. This it's not. People look at things from the wrong perspective. It's not that Lesnar doesn't deserve the spot, which he doesn't. It's true. DC deserves that payday. That's what it comes down to. It's about the money. That's what it is in the sport. Guys, especially guys like Stipe, who put in work after work, work after work, they deserve a good payday. Like Stipe deserved the DC fight, the DC super fight. Stipe deserved that. Now, touching back on the Stipe rematch, you gotta ask yourself, who deserves what more? Does Stipe deserve a rematch more than DC deserves a bigger payday? I don't think so. Because DC's done in 2 fights. Stipe, he's still there. He still beats the whole division. Let Stipe sit back. He can even get like another fight with somebody else. Let DC make his money. Let DC go off, retire, do his broadcast thing. Let it, then Stipe could own that division again. But I just wanted to remind people how we should be looking at this certain situation.